what was your favourite TV series?
Do you know what? So my favourite movie is called City of God. It's a Brazilian film, and there was a spin-off series of that, which I'm gonna guess not one of your viewers has seen, but it was called City of Men, and it was absolutely brilliant. They used all the same local actors who were all kids in the favelas in Rio, and it's a fantastic series. It's actually really hard to get a hold of now, so I'd put that up there. More modern, I think recently Success. You asked for one, but I'm going to give you a few. Succession is outstanding, mainly for Brian Cox and his put downs, and The Bear. I think I've watched in the last year or so is really good. Maybe go back a bit further, like Band of Brothers. So there's four, which is it's far too many, but I can't pick one.
And your favourite type of food?
Oh, wait. How long have we got left? Because I could go on for a long time here.
We really should have just
I
made this
mean,
a food show now.
I mean, we absolutely could have. Favorite type of food. So I went over to Japan for the Rugby World Cup in 2019, and I would put Japanese cuisine right up there. It is outstanding. I would also, in the summer, we went to Sicily. I love Italian food, and my main worry of going to Sicily is that I might have ruined Italian food because Sicilian is even better. It is absolutely unreal how good the food is out there. So Sicilian, Japanese. I love cooking myself, be it like barbecue. I've got a pizza oven that I just got in the last few months, so I'm enjoying that. Curries. I do a good goat curry is probably my speciality that I learned when I did a year in Guyana teaching. So their sort of main staple meat was goat, and yeah, I do a mean Caribbean goat curry.
The next one that I've got for you is your favourite stadium that you've visited.
I really enjoyed the Maracana in Belgrade. I've not been to the one in Brazil, unfortunately. But that was all about atmosphere. It's an old bowl, and the noise inside that place is like something you've never heard before. Another, seeing as we're not in a specifically football part of the chat, Yokohama for Japan Scotland in the Rugby World Cup again was an atmosphere that the Japanese crowd, full of families, which maybe don't always produce the best atmospheres here. Somehow over there, 85,000 odds inside that ground was. I'll always remember that one. Those are probably two that stick out. But I love going to different stadiums. I love the open air ones that you get in Spain, and Southern Europe, that are also, been to all three in Seville, but Betis for me stands out as a really good one. I was lucky enough to go to Atletico Madrid's new ground as something else. That is really, really impressive. So there's a few. We've got some good ones in Scotland as well.
Yeah, I've got a few not too bad ones. The next quick one for you would be your favourite player that you've ever got to see, whether that be as a fan in the stands, whether it be on the telly, whatever it may be.
So my favourite player growing up was Gabriel Batistuta, but I never got to see him play. So probably Paolo Maldini or Ronaldinho. I think Maldini, maybe he's not got that spectacular attribute that Ronaldinho had.
Yeah.
But just, I think probably from growing up and Football Italia was on, and that was the first foreign football that you could see in that Milan team, and he was there for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And and just such a solid competitor. So yeah, I would put him in, and Ronaldinho just because he was just unbelievable. I would imagine having the skills that he had and how much fun he had playing football. And I think particularly now in the game's so structured, you still get the odd gem like a Lionel Messi, but Ronaldinho, you have to build an entire team around him, and because he's just so unique.
Yeah.
He was fabulous to watch.
And the final question would be, if there was to be a film made about your life, who would you choose to play you?
Well, it's got to be a Scotsman with a good voice. I don't know. Martin Compston's probably quite an easy one to take. He's from across the water from me. I grew up in Helensburgh, so he's from not too far away from me.
I genuinely do predict before I ask that question, before I come on, what the answer is going to be, and yours is the first I've had right. And all these that I've done.
Does that mean I've picked far too obvious an option?
Or I think it means that we've both picked correctly there.
Maybe that's true. And do you know I really like it? Barry Kinnahan, I think, is an outstanding actor, but I don't know. I don't have a strong Scottish accent, but I wonder if his Irish accent could cover across to mine.